Blessed morning to each and every one of you. Bless up yourself. And you don't know this morning, the day you're upon the work. I'm going to do some lowering. So you don't know tomato about to pick. So you have to do some lowering because they're above the growing trough and them cannot reach my hand length without you don't lower them. They cannot reach them to pick. So I'm showing you how I lower them. Yes, so holding the hook like that and flip it like that, it is just half. That's the length I want it. Take it off like that and carry your hand one time backwards. That is half of the hook. That's how you would want it. But if you want to reach it one length, you would have to flip it over 2 times. That would be 1. But like our carrying it backwards, we count that as half. So if you want it 1, you would have to spin it over another spin. Like I carry it back 1, I would have to spin it again. But it is not the time for 1 yet. So we're just giving it half, right? So when you do it like that, you can maneuver to pick the tomatoes and maneuver to prune and de-leaf and so forth, right? So as time go by, we show you when we are going to do the 1 where you have to length it out. So I would have to carry it back. I would have to spin back the hooks 2 times. So it will represent 1. Alright? Yeah man. So we call this lowering. Yes. And if you don't lowering the plants, you cannot get to read properly and so forth. You would have to be stretching. And stretching is not good for the body because it can tear muscles and so forth. And you don't want that, alright? So you have to think about your safety, right? So you now go stand on ground and not stretch and not tip on your toe for reach the tomato then. No, we don't do it like that. Do it the easier way, alright? So you just stay tuned, watch what I go on. And like how I'm coming out of the row, I am leaning them backwards and lowering it backwards also. So I will show you when the 3 them going the opposite way, like how I'm coming out of the row. So these hooks not really dangerous. They don't carry any sharp edges. But if you want, you can use a gloves to hold them and take them off. But me know how to maneuver it, so me don't need no gloves, right? Because sometimes your hand will sweat in the gloves if you carry sweaty hand. You know, some people carry sweaty hand, right? But with some people, for your safety, they can use gloves. But me know how to hold these hooks so it cannot damage my hand, alright? So if I am gonna give it 2, I would have to carry it like that. Yes, that would represent 1, right? Yes, look, I would take it off, whap, lengthen it out, spin over, and it would have give me 1 length like how I would want it. But I don't need the 1 at the moment. I just need half. So I'm just showing you a little demonstration, alright? But now it's just half I'm giving it. So I just carrying it backwards 1 time. So I have to explain to you guys who are watching so you can understand, because it looks easy to do, but you have to know what you're doing. And me there a little height up in the air, good little height, so you don't know, me have to focus on what we're doing because I don't want the trees them to be up and down, some taller than some. Alright, so see as how I'm doing it now, I'm coming out of the row and these are going the opposite way, right? These are going backwards, just as how I'm carrying back the hooks here. So each tree is moving backwards. So these three gonna follow the row like how I'm coming out of it. These going backwards. So whenever we lowering and moving them backwards, they're gonna keep on walk right around. I don't know would say walk, but move them are gonna move right around through the season. In the opposite direction of the rope. Yeah, so every time we do lowering and leaning, yeah man, that's how they're gonna move right across. So as time go by, we will see how the tomato plant. So one tomato plant with the year, so and it end up reach all 20-30 feet as backwards as time go by. You keep on lowering and leaning. So doing tomatoes in hydroponic greenhouse, it's a lot of experience. You have to know what you're doing, right? Yeah man, so trust me, it's nice to do it when you understand it. Yeah man, and it's easy for anybody who watch this video and even go do them little backyard gardening and you plan to do the tomatoes and string. Yeah man, it's easy to get better production also and longer lifespan of those trees when you do it and string and you prune it and you know those things. So that's how it goes. So as I can see, I'm just continuing doing it and thing. I don't know how me there, so I have to keep focus sometime. Yeah man, I don't know the thing go. Yeah man. So if you even hear me attack, I'm kinda half key a little, you don't know that's why you got a height there and you have to know what you do. Alright my people, so as I say, just stay tuned and watch what I go on. Alright. Yes, my people, this is how they look when you lower and lean in them, so you have access to pick easily and prune and de-leaf and so forth. Yeah, man. So this is how the tomatoes plants them looking. Alright? Yeah, man. Yeah, man, and see how them looking now. When you lean and lowering, that's how they look now. They have that pretty look and that pretty fall. So you know that everything going one direction. That's how they look both sides. If you're going to the left, that's how they look. If you're going to the right, so they look. When you reach down to the end of the row, you have to make a circle, come around with it. Yeah, so those one, that's in the back. You have to put them into a little hook so they don't touch the ground. This is the hook right here. Yeah, man. These control them. When you reach down there, you rest a minute, so you're gonna come right around at all time. Yes, man. That's how it looking, man. Don't know, man. So no just go and stay tuned. Yeah, man. That's how it go, man. Bless up on yourself. Alright? Yeah.